Hey guys, Mockarina here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the Huntsman hat. So I used Red Heart Super Saver and medium 4 weight yarn and a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. So to begin this hat, you're going to start off with a slip knot, and you're going to have a chain of 80. So a foundation chain of 80. But I'm going to show you what I like to do so I don't have to figure out if my foundation chain is twisted and whatnot when I go to join it to crochet in the round. So what I like to do is I like to chain up 6, and then I like to take my crochet hook out and put it into the first loop the chain that I made, and then continue chaining. It just makes it easier so I don't have to figure out and do whatever. So I just take it out. I make sure that loop is a little bit big so I don't lose where I was or any stitches come out. And I just go into that first one and run my hook back up along and make sure that it looks like a V kind of at the top where my yarn is, and put it back through and continue chaining to 80. So when you have 80 stitches, I'll see you back so we can start the brim. So now that I have a foundation chain of 80, we are going to slip the beginning and last stitch together to make it a head brim circle thing, whatever. You know what I mean. So now we're going to chain up 3, and we're going to go around and put 1 double crochet into each stitch around. So I like to hide in my ends, so it makes it for an easier project, because I'm lazy and I don't like to weave in ends. So this just makes it easier. So we're just putting 1 double crochet in every stitch around. And if you're gonna work over your ends like me, just make sure that you are crocheting over the top of them, and you don't gotta sew it in later. Makes for easy, happy hat. We only have to sew in like one end, which is the top, when we decrease. So just 1 stitch or 1 double crochet in the 80 stitches, and I'll meet you back when you have, this is actually called the setup row. So meet you back when we have the 80 double crochet of the setup row, and make sure that you have 80. So now that we have 80 double crochets all the way around, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be slip stitching into the top of that chain 3, into the 3rd chain. So 1, 2, and 3, and into that 3rd chain we're going to slip stitch. So slip stitching, and then what we're going to be doing from here on out, the chain 3s aren't going to be counting. So we're going to be chaining 3. 1, 2, and 3. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a front post double crochet around the previous chain 3 that we did. So we're going to be doing a front post double crochet around that chain 3 space right there. So we're going to be doing 1 front post double crochet, and we're going to be doing a 2nd front post double crochet in the next stitch. So 2 front post double crochets. Then we're going to be doing 1 back post double crochet, and then we're going to be doing another back post double crochet. So for the repeat around here, it is 2 front post double crochet, 2 back post double crochet, 2 front post double crochet, 2 back post double crochet, all the way around. And we're going to have in a total of 4 rounds, including the setup round for the brim of the hat. So just 2 front post double crochet, 2 back post double crochet, all the way around. That's all we're doing for 3 rounds, because we have the setup round, which will include our 4th round. So here I am just showing you 2 front posts double crochets, and then 2 back post double crochets. So the front ones puff the stitches out, and the back ones kind of like draw into the back, and it gives like this, it kind of looks like knitting, actually, in my opinion. So almost close to knitting, because I also knit. So after we've done that, we're going to be slip stitching into the top of instead of that chain 3 like we slip stitched before, we're going to be slip stitching into the top of that front post double crochet. We're just chaining 3 to get to where we need to, so the chain 3s don't count. So after we finish that round, we're going to be chaining, or we're going to be slipping, excuse me, and chaining up 3. 1, 2, and 3. And now this is our third, we're on to our third round already of the brim. So we're going to be going around that chain 3 and the front post double crochet. So like before, we just went around the chain 3, but now we've got that front post, so we're going to be going around them both because the chain 3 doesn't count. And I just think it looks for a nicer finish than if you were to just do a chain 3. So remember, we're just doing 2 front double crochets and 2 back post double crochets, and we have to have 4 rounds total. So we're going to be doing 3 rounds of the front post double crochet and back post double crochet, and we had that one setup round of just double crochets. So we're on to round 3, and now we just need to do this one more round. So I will meet you back when we have the 4 rounds of the brim. So now that we have 4 rounds total of the brim of the front post and back post double crochets, we are just going to slip stitch into the top of that front post. And I'm just showing you that we got the 4, that's what the brim should look like with the 4 rows. So we're going to slip stitch, and we're going to be working onto the body of our hat. So 1, 2, and 3. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make 1 front post, 2 front post double crochets, so 2 front post double crochets, and then 6 back post double crochets. So the pattern is 2 front post double crochet, 6 back post double crochet, 2 front post double crochet, 6 back post double crochet. So we just did 2 front, and now we're going to do 6 back post double crochets. So on 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 back post double crochets. And now we're going to do 2 front post double crochets. So do 2 front posts, and then it repeats. So it's 2 front post double crochet, 6 back post double crochet, 2 front post double crochet, 6 back post double crochet. You're going to do this all the way around, and you should end up with doing 6 back posts double crochets. So you're going to repeat this round 12 more times. So in total, you're going to have 13 rounds of the body hat. So once you have 13 rounds, I'll see you back. So I just did a little sample here. So now that we have 13 rounds of doing the 2 front posts and then 6 back post double crochets, we're going to be starting the decrease. So we're going to slip into the top of that front post. We're going to be chaining 1, and we're going to be going into the back loops. So the chain 1 doesn't count. So we're going to go into the back loop, And we're going to be putting 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to be single crocheting 2 together. So now we're going to single crochet 2 together into the back loops only. So 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches, and then single crochet 2 together. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and single crochet 2 together. This is round 1 of the decreasing. So do that all the way around and I'll meet you back. So now we are on to, oh yes, if you have any stitches left over from any of the decrease rounds, just put 1 single crochet into the back loops. Don't worry about it. Math isn't important on this pattern. So we're slip stitching in the beginning, and we're on to round 2 of decrease. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to go into that same 1, because remember the chain 1s don't count. So now we're going to be crocheting 1 single crochet stitch into the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to be single crocheting 2 together. So we got 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to crochet 2 together. So 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, then single crochet 2 together. And I will meet you back when you have that done for round number 3. So I have a couple stitches left over, and like I said before, just put 1 single crochet into the back of those loops. And don't worry about it. So we're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain, or into the top of that stitch. We're going to chain 1, and we're on round 3 of the decrease. So we're going to be going into the next 1. We're going to be single crocheting into the next 1 and 2 stitches. And then we're going to be crocheting 2 together. So 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then 2 together. So 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and then 1 single crochet, 2 together. So I'll meet you back for the next round of decreasing. So just 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, 2 together. So now we're back, and I have a couple left over. So I'm just putting 1 stitch in the back loops. And I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that stitch. And we're going to chain 1. Remember, chain 1s don't count. We're going to crochet 1 and 2 together. So 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 together. So 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 together all the way around, and I will meet you back for the next decrease round. So just put in the end bits that I have left. Just 1 into the back loops, slip stitch, and now we're on to our next decrease round, which is round number 5. We're going to chain 1. Chain 1 doesn't count, and we're going to be doing 2 a single crochet 2 together all the way around. So we're just going to crochet 2 together all the way around. 1 and 2 into the back loops only. We're still doing back loops only. So 1 and 2 back loops only all the way around, and I'll meet you back here for our last round of decreasing. which is the same as round number 5. So we have one more decrease round. So we're now on to round number 6 for decreasing, and we're going to slip stitch, and we're going to chain 1 and single crochet 2 together all the way around in the back loops only. And our chain 1s do not count for any of the decreasing rounds. Just like how our chain 3s didn't count for any of the hats, or the hats, the body of the hat. So we're just doing, we're just crocheting 2 together all the way around. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be singeing off the top. We're going to cut and singe the top of the hat off. And then we will be hiding in our yarn tail. So just remember 2 stitches together for rows 5 and 6 of decreasing. So once you have that, I will meet you back and I'll show you what the finished hat looks like again. So here's the finished hat after I singed off the top and weaved in my ends. As you can tell, it kind of looks like a spider web, and I think it looks really neat. And other people think it looks like a pumpkin. I think it's cute. My husband looks good in it. So, and he likes it, and it will keep him warm for hunting. So I hope that you make this hat, and I can't wait to see if you do. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I am very sorry for the delay. I had some stuff going on, so sorry. But anyways, thank you so much, guys, and please enjoy the tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that bell for more videos. Bye, guys.